Nigerians knock Sterling Bank for comparing Jesus' resurrection with Agege bread. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. But the bank's sister's message was deemed distasteful and it generated outrage and outright condemnation. Many Nigerians on social media called out the bank, labeling the message as insensitive, distasteful, mockery, and demanding an immediate apology from Sterling Bank. One of the many Nigerians tweeted, "Dear Sterling Bank, it is not funny comparing the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, the basis of our faith as Christians, to Agege bread. That is so insensitive." Another angry Nigerian said, "This is such a distasteful mail to receive from Sterling Bank on Easter Sunday. That is a mail that the bank needs to quickly recall and apologize to everyone that received it, comparing the resurrection of Jesus to Agege bread." Also, another expressed disapproval at the Sterling Bank's message. What a humiliating way to insult our Lord Jesus Christ. An institution like Sterling Bank. Pity. Another wrote, he called on the Christian Association to take up the matter with the bank. Christian Association of Nigeria, PFN, another Christian should take this up. Coming from a bank which practices Islamic banking is totally unacceptable. We demand an apology for this mockery. Sterling Bank was also getting bashed on Facebook. This is the most offensive post and senseless. I got this as an Easter greeting from this bank. Sterling Bank, you are going down except you respect what you should be respected and fear what should be felt, another said on her page. Another user in a lengthy post also condemned the message from the bank. Part of the post read, "Like Agege bread, he rose. What a disparate comparison of Christ's resurrection by Sterling Bank. The peak of aberration, dumbness, and disparage is Sterling Bank's shares about Christ's resurrection this morning like Agege bread, he rose. I am disturbed at the depth of ineptitude, shoddiness, and insensitivity of a brand that counts on the patronage of a public among whom are Christians to keep afloat to make such a grave and dangerous comparison. While it is needed to fight on behalf of our own God as Christians and His Son, who died for the ransom of the entirety of human race, God can defend Himself. Sterling Bank and motley's of individuals who have reduced Christ's resurrection to a rise of a dough of a bread, often raised with yeast and bromide, a substance that is dangerous for consumption, need to be reminded that they erred grossly in their comparison. Christ's resurrection differs greatly from the rising of Agege bread. We await Sterling Bank to atone for our error by withdrawing that which is with an immediate effect. Making a public apology may be necessary to salvage the damages she has already done to our brand. Other corporate brands may learn to avoid stoking an ember of crisis in a country already polarized by religion, to avoid making light of some religious tenets that the adherents hold in high esteem. Of course, if these messages were made innocently to other religions by now, Sterling Bank and whoever that mistake will be counting their losses. This will be too grave and must be avoided. Another Nigerian also expressed vexation on her page. Sterling Bank Easter copy said, "Like Agege, he rose." Whether copy, creative, or technical writing, this is an ugly sense of humor, last badly with disrespect to the customer's faith. This is a bank, an industry that is supposed to welcome everyone. Everyone, including an imbecile, is a customer, as long as they can afford to open an account. But they choose to personify Christ with Agege bread? Now, wow, if you see the humor, please let me know. Many also said this mail that this is a mail that a bank needs to quickly recall and apologize to everyone that received it. Well, let me say this. In this time of crisis, where our crisis is stemming from religion, tribalism, and ethnicism, it's a time one have to be careful. As a business, you won't have to be more careful. You have to be very careful to ensure you don't create problems for yourself. You don't end up using your hand to destroy what you have been building for years. I mean, let's say, just like one of the Twitter users or social media users said, if this was another religion, If this was their religion now, Sterling Bank, according to what the text say, is owned by is an Islamic bank or is a Muslim bank or owned by a Muslim. They say if it was their religion now, hell would have been let loose. Many people would have come out ranting and saying they will not. In fact, people will go as far as withdrawing their funds. They would have lost it, as in for this single act alone, they would have been counting their losses, a good number of them. Now, while we are all angry, I'm also going to say this. Thank God some of them also said that they're not going to fight because their God can defend himself. That is exactly what I want to hear. He can defend himself. If your God is God, he will be able to defend himself. And I'm not even sure he's going to be happy you coming out to defend him. Yes, the end, but let's look at it and move on. That is what differentiates Christianity from other religion. You don't get to fight for your God. If you fight for your God, that means say something don't happen. Imagine a God that you call to save you and you have to fight for it. Come on. Come on now. We are going to start asking you, are you sure this one is a God? Okay. Let us close our accounts with them as part of protest from Christian. I don't think it is necessary. So, okay, what if the message did not come from Sterling Bank as claimed? Because I used Sterling and I did not get such message from them. Okay. My sincere take on this matter, all Christian banking with them should withdraw their money and close their accounts as SAF. Failure to do that makes you an accomplice. No, I don't accept. I don't accept. Christians don't do this. The people who do this are the other religion. We all know this. Come on. We don't. That is why Christianity, the things we do, as Christians, is quite different. That is why when you offend, we don't have laws that condemns you and do all those sort of things. Yes, that is why we see churches who actually punishes the members as people who are hypocrites, because God is the one that got offended. You stole, or let's say for instance you committed fornication. We have seen. I don't want to go into this part. But the thing is, Christians don't fight for their God because he is the one that, if the reverse is the case, he fights on their behalf, not the other way around. So we're coming out to withdraw money, stop banking with them because of this single act. Come on. We are fighting for our God and it is not supposed to be so. And remember, as Christians, this is Easter. We are told that we are meant to forgive. Yes, our God is a loving God. And that is why he came to die for us. Let us not forget the message of Easter amidst everything going on in the country. On this note, we have come to the end of the news to say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.